the deadlift. Now the deadlift is another staple exercise. It's going to be predominantly a full body exercise. It's going to be working the quads, glutes, hamstrings, from the latissimus dorsi, teres major minor, rhomboids, middle trap, lower trap. This is a wonderful exercise that is going to build a lot of full body strength, which may translate to better lifts in other locations. So, to begin with the deadlift, okay, we're going to approach the bar, and we are going to have our feet shoulder width apart. Now, this is a conventional deadlift, so we are not going to be too far in the stance like you would see in the sumo, and we don't want our feet too close together. Now, some powerlifters, they might have a more close approach with their feet. However, the way I teach the deadlift, I want your feet a little bit more open, shoulder width apart or closer, and we are going to have that bar right over our midfoot. We don't want the bar too much on our toes, because that's going to make us have too fast of a knee extension before we get to that hip extension, and we don't want too much on top of the bar, because that's going to push us back and not allow us to lift the bar up. So we want to have that bar right over our midfoot. Now, once we have that situated, we are going to squat down to the bar and have our hands outside of our knees in a good position. Now, when you perform the deadlift, you don't want to be leaning too far forward. You want to have a good extension in your back. You should have your lats engaged, create a ton of intra-abdominal pressure, getting a lot of deep air and holding it and squeezing your lats and your glutes, and you're going to drive your feet through the ground. So, when you perform this, after you have your hand placement, you have a good starting position, okay, you're going to squeeze, activate those lats and glutes and quads. You're then going to start traveling that bar up your shins, and you are still having same time extension with your knees and hips. Once it starts clearing your knees, you're then going to have more hip extension and travel that bar up to a full erect standing position. At the top, you might want to squeeze your glutes a little more to accentuate that hip extension. However, do not want to excessively arch your back, which you may have seen at a few gyms. You want to create a good extension, squeeze the glutes, rotate shoulders back, have some retraction in the shoulders. That's going to engage those rhomboids and those lats, like I said before. And then once you are done with that rep, you're going to lower that weight, have that bar track down your thighs, back down your shins to a starting position. Now, just like the squat and any other sort of lower body movement, we want our knees tracking over our toes. If we find ourselves having knock knees or backwards knees, okay, we really need to work on externally rotating that femur, activating our glutes, okay, to perform that lift. Very, very important. Some of the biggest things and cues for the deadlift is imagine yourself, instead of lifting the weight and pulling up with your back, you want to imagine driving your feet into the ground and getting that bar up. Some other cues is having a good neutral spine, especially with your neck. If you are facing straight ahead in a fully extended position, as you squat down to the bar, okay, your head should still be in line with your torso. So you do not want to get in a downward position and have a lot of head extension or neck extension, just so you can have good thoracic extension in your back. You want to be able to have a good neutral spine in this lift. You want to have all those muscles activated, like your glutes, your lats, your latissimus dorsi, your quads, and when you perform this lift. Very, very important to do this lift successfully and safely.